Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes.
Warning. This is a global blackout. Testing the left speaker. Left. Testing the right speaker. Right. Surround successfully recovered. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for...
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me, the HNIC.
And what it do, y'all? Once again, it's your boy King Kurt live, and we are back at it again on another Wednesday nerdy ass night. It's cold as shit outside. So there shouldn't be no reason why you not already tuned in and locked in with us to watch the Head Nerds in Charge. We got a dope ass panel right here waiting for you as always. And we're not even gonna hesitate. We're gonna get right to these introductions as always. First of all, how's everybody keeping warm on these cold and lonely, cuddleless nights?
Speak for yourself. I'm sorry.
Well, you keep the vibrators charged.
It's very important.
Definitely.
It's very important.
I mean, then you warm up. Oh, and alcohol.
Alcohol. Wait, I heard alcohol doesn't really warm you up.
No,
It makes you feel
restricts
warm.
muscles.
Oh,
It
so
makes you think warm.
Yes.
oh, okay. All right.
And then it opens up the fun for hypothermia.
Huh. Oh,
Listen,
okay.
I got a
It's
new
like a
hater,
hand
so
job to
laughing
make
at
you
her
feel
is
like-
keeping me warm.
So alcohol is like a liquid hand job. It makes you feel like you did something when really
Exactly. Best way to describe it.
got it. Cool.
Perfect.
Cool. Hopefully y'all got some thick blankets or something that's keeping you nice and warm and toasty, or at least you paid your gas bill because gas high as hell right now.
Is
You people niggas out here making life
my
decisions.
electricity bill something, see if I can get a discount.
No, seriously, people really out here like, well, if I just eat tuna fish for the rest of the month, maybe I can turn the heat on for an hour.
I'm about to call my electric company and be like, I'm in a bind, Nate.
Nate, I'm in a
I'm in a bind.
Nate, like, well, baby girl, I can help take care of that for you.
Listen, at this
But are
point,
you gonna take care of old Nate?
at this point, how much you talking about taking off? Because that depends on how much I'm taking anyway.
Let me see. C on Instagram says I already busted myself with the snow in Tennessee for F's sake. Some bullshit. It's snowing in Tennessee?
It's snowed in Texas.
Really?
It's also
It didn't snow it all the way down in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Because
because
y'all
hell
left
freezes
y'all back
over
in the
before the
West.
Cowboys will get back into the Super Bowl.
No.
I'm an Eagles
I'll take
fan.
petty ass niggas for $500.
Bing. All right, let's just get into this right now. As always, we are super excited to have her back. The aficionado of all things magical and geeky, with a pinch of freaky. Well, Skosh bit. I like to think Skosh.
Not Scotia.
I don't want to put all your business out there. If that camera go any lower, then we know what time it is.
I got you. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. I didn't request it, but I'm not going to deny. Yes.
Oh, there you
Lord.
go. There you go.
Blessed be
Oh,
the
she
good Lord
is
of
the
tender
brick.
mercies, and I do mean tender. And absolutely perfect for our discussion today because we're going to be talking about some Disney villainish type shit a little bit later on. She rises from the ashes time and time and again with the Head Nerds in Charge. Talk to him, baby.
Hey everyone. I'm so glad to be back. I missed y'all. Okay. I figured I am part-time geeky, part-time freaky. 2024 is full-time villain. Just fuck it.
On the gang.
Love this for you.
Fuck it.
Yo, so what's good? Anton over there on Instagram, and C said they got 6 inches. I feel underachieved from it now. Oh,
Who got 6 inches?
of snow.
Oh.
Of snow.
He's a snower, not a
Hey,
shower.
hey. 6 inches can do some damage now. That's 6 inches. Why you pull your earplug out like that? 6 inches is above. Wait a minute, hold on. 6 inches is above average for snow.
Yes.
Yes, no.
And it can be quite devastating on unprepared customers.
But what about them seasoned veterans? They like to ride into them.
Some of us are just used to a bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. You look, you Appalachian Mountain motherfuckers. If y'all want to ski down the snow drifts and open your jacket all up, have it flapping in the wind because you didn't.
Flapping
I'm just saying.
flapping is wild.
Listen, y'all. Anybody that got 6 inches of snow, just know that you are relevant, and that your snow
You
is
matter.
good enough.
Oh,
It's got some stopping power.
That's it. It still gets slippery when wet. So
It
listen,
still causes some delays.
right.
and if-
Listen,
look.
6 inches enough to keep you in the house. Amen.
Yo,
Depends on
I
how
love
you
all
use
the
6
dick.
inches.
There's so many dick jokes. It's like black ice. Yes, that's what we're talking about snow, but then there's dick. And then there's dick underneath the snow somewhere. We can't help we will turn any subject into sex.
It's not our
You're
fault.
welcome.
Yeah, facts.
And we're gonna talk about Disney, so you should know our Disney subject isn't gonna be normal. But I really be trying to do wholesome content sometimes, and it just ain't us.
Listen, you can turn Disney freaky. You want these beignets, Daddy?
Listen,
Listen, I keep them hot and warm for you.
And we're almost there.
They pillowy and soft.
We're almost there.
You can
I've
put a
got
little
friends on the
sugar
other
it if you
side
like.
of my bed.
Huh?
I see, and this is right here. This is why we play songs like this.
Somebody take your titties out. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Yeah. Somebody take your titties out.
If I don't hear this for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna I need this for a playlist.
But do you want to hear somebody, or you want somebody saying it to you?
Listen, ¿por qué no los dos?
Como te llamas? El Gordito, Taco Bell, Chalupas, Pantaloons.
You know what? Why you have tacos in your pants is a lot. Hashtag, they're probably like, I should call him.
I'm just saying.
They said it. Listen, you got a gordita in your pants.
There's a grande in pantaloons. So,
love that for you.
thank you. If I squeeze my balls real tight, I can get 8 inches of snow out of this motherfucker.
That sounds painful.
It does.
I just heard pop, and I'm like, why would he do this to himself?
Listen, the way people adjust themselves, I'm like, does that hurt? I don't have one, so help me.
Listen, look, let me tell you something. You put enough pressure at that base, that motherfucker plump up like an Oscar. You know what? I'm so sorry, y'all. I apologize.
I miss y'all
I'm
so
on
much.
no bitch, though I can't spit it out.
Just that's the King Kurt live tip of the day, fellas. Fellas, if you're not a girthy gentleman, right before insertion, squeeze the base of your dick and make it expand. At least get one gasp out of her. Anyway, all right. On to introductions.
The more you grow.
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming?
Teppy, I apologize in advance. The next inebriated night, you are getting a call where all I say is that.
Hey, my birthday is this weekend. If you're trying to swallow me up, hit that Cash App.
You know what?
Period.
There it is, y'all. You can get that thing for the right piece of change. So go ahead
2 weeks
on.
from tomorrow.
Just so y'all know, I get 25% of everything that you send her. So.
Oh my God.
I'm here to support Teffy in her.
At best.
Wow. You not gonna lowball me.
You said you ain't gonna salt shake me.
You ain't never lie. And just so y'all know, I'm standing on business. Fuck all that. All right, y'all.
Bye. Listen, he got to sign the 360 deals, y'all. Please help.
I don't want to rap for.
I'm not gonna call me P Diddy. Not no C. Ain't no C Diddy's over here. you knew what you was getting into when you signed that
Not the
360. I mean that
diddly.
contract.
Not the diddly.
Listen, it's Kurt Rowe Records, right?
First
Tired
off,
of your other
you mentioned
podcasts
the
dancing in
UK.
the videos.
Right.
Look. All right, enough of TD Cakes. As always, representing the DMV, will she make that thing swing? Everybody saying, talk to him, rah rah.
Hey, it's your favorite BBW from the DMV, and it is almost Aquarius season, bitch. So let's get it popping.
God help us. Is it almost Aquarius
It's
season?
giving you're welcome.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
It's that
It's
time.
giving you're welcome.
Yeah.
Right.
You air signs, man. Y'all different.
Right.
Right.
You're welcome.
I don't know how good it is, but y'all are I'm
good
just
enough for you to surround yourself with us.
because
Exactly.
I need hitters. I need hitters because
So what you trying to say? We crazy or something?
or something.
Okay, I was just trying to clarify. I don't care my straight jacket Montclair. The fuck?
Listen, all I'm saying is I wouldn't test you.
Not with a number 2 pencil or a scan drawing.
Even better, I would moving on with these introductions. He done slid in the back door and hopefully consensually, as always.
Of course.
I mean,
my
he's here.
man representing the spiciest of the ramens and Yuo Taco and Weaves, our anime aficionado from the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Talk to him, Shaq. Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sir Shackley, your favorite anime alcoholic, aka
Here we go.
Excuse me. AKA Mr. Shaq Madarame, AKA the Red Cup, Mr. Red Cup Combos, AKA the Alcoholic Academic, AKA the Alcoholic Hashira, AKA the part-time Pokemon Trainer, AKA the Red Cup Ronin, AKA the Supreme Kai Solo Cups, AKA the Sake Samurai of Wano, aka Mr. Drunken Fist, aka the Southern Drunken Dragon, aka the Dynamic Digimon Defender, aka the Weekend Sake Demon, aka Mr. Steel Yo Sake, aka the Southern Bald-Headed Demon, aka the Southern Comfort Shaman, and for the holiday season only, Old Saint Shaq, the Ghoul of the Galar Region Pokemon Gang shit, you already know what it is, the Guardians of Gundams, aka the Southern Hidden Cloud Village Ninja, Nyaga.
Woo, that was a lot.
The ones that didn't say AKA or like.
That was I was like, is he breathing? You got all of that up.
It gave very much Zubat, Primate, Meowth, Onyx, Geodude, Rapidash. I'm sorry, everybody.
All I'm saying is whoever Shaq going down on definitely has a good time. That nigga breathing technique is immaculate.
He breathes through his ears.
Exactly. How do you breathe? Through my feet, motherfucker. Mind your business.
To the universe, my nigga.
Somebody said, did you say halftime Pokemon impregnator? I don't know what you heard.
That's a no. That's a no.
All right,
I don't know. It depends on what Pokemon we're talking about, because there's a couple baddies. Like
no.
Oh, all right. I'm talking too much. All right, let me
go to your room.
Yeah. I fucked that up.
Shaq just told you to go to your room.
I was just saying, if Evie blink at me one more time,
I hope you don't have a Switch.
Did you
a
just
Nintendo Switch specifically?
So you got a fan over on Instagram. C said, anime drinker connoisseur, my Ken. So he gave you the shout out. As always, oh damn it. We lost her the minute I was about to. Oh, there she go, and she's back. That's how she do. She round robin on me. She said, I ain't like that position, Kurt. I'm gonna change it for you. As always, the sultriest voice in the game. When I say it's a voice that'll make your voice clean up on our Kurt, no matter what she's talking about. One of the dopest, most accomplished cosplayers, voice actors, and dope black nerds that I know. Foxy Rocks, please introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, what's going on? I missed you all. This is Foxy Roxy, aka the voice. The voice that'll make you moist, and hopefully a voice that you can keep on record to keep you warm. But yeah, that's basically all of that.
I turned my heater off.
Right? That can go just not.
Where's my water?
on an open fire. All right, y'all. As always, my doppelganger, the wonder clone herself. Absolutely, my ride or die, the number 2 of the HNIC. If I swing first, she's the second one that's gonna follow up. So you got to fight the both of us if you really want to get into the mix. So
Jay not here to save y'all asses.
nope, that's right.
Sucks to suck.
He filed a claim with a HR for
It's currently
for apparently racial division and harassment, and
his credit went down.
Since he realized
How, Sway?
He was getting declined for credit cards, and all of a sudden he got diabetes and hypertension at the same time,
and the gout.
Yep. He tanned at least 3 shades lighter, and then he said it was a direct result of hostile work conditions. So, considering the fact that I am HR, I told him to go to fuck it on and kiss our ass. So Jay will be back soon, I'm sure.
Love you, Jay.
Hopefully he's enjoying himself up under that black woman that we allow him to date. And as always, Teffy Wonder, how can people follow and support him?
What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mocha-fied mermaid. Hey, listen, turning 36 this weekend. Make sure y'all show your girl some love. Hey, come through. And when you're not doing that for me, follow Head Nerds in Charge. Go to our website, headnerdsincharge.com. Sign up for our email list so you'll be in the know when we be out and about once the snow go away, because it's brick degrees outside, is it not?
And it is.
Yeah, somebody definitely busted me in my chops the minute I walked outside. Hey, shout out to Stephanie for sending us stars on the stream. Thank you so much.
All right.
We appreciate you. Much love. And she's a Taurus. Now, you know, Tauruses are just they call them lazy Virgos, but you know what? I fucks with you. That was
my mother is a Taurus. There's nothing lazy about them.
Yo, hey, listen, I'm just telling you what they say. I'm just saying Tauruses and Virgos, we rock with each other. So thank you so much, Stephanie. We really appreciate that support.
Yes. If you're looking for other ways to support us, again, go to our website, headnerdsincharge.com. Pick up some of our dope ass merch. We got t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, drawers, bags, blankets, pillow, socks. You want it, we got it. Headnerdsincharge.com. Don't be caught lacking this Valentine's Day. Pick your nerdy bae up some nerdy merch. This shit makes great gifts. It's all good quality stuff. We wear our own shit all the time because it's that.
My nerd set is keeping me warm as we speak.
Facts. My HNIC t-shirt that I bought 3 years ago looks just like I bought it when I got it 3 years ago.
Yeah,
so
it is really cool.
Yeah, so make sure you pick up some of our merch. Sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/headnerdsincharge.
All right, y'all. This is episode 273. Who needs a Kang if you have a king? Echo debuted over the weekend, all week. Got a chance to sit down, look over things, and whether you saw the series or not, we're not going to do spoilers on the series. We'll give you a quick overview of the series. A lot of people could care less. Could care less. I said it right. Could care less about watching this series.
Couldn't care less.
I thought it was. I couldn't care.
Just to say you could care less means that you have more care.
The capacity to care less.
Right. So you could not.
Not care any less than you.
How about this?
Don't care.
Fuck you and your English lessons.
Niggas be like,
let me remain ignorant. Nah, whatever the shit is where I got left.
Like, isn't that the Nelly album?
That's where most people was with Echo. Echo debuted at one of the lowest premieres, and there's one of the few times they dropped all the episodes at once.
Damn, they went aluminum.
Carolyn said, "I'm not a lazy Virgo. I'm a lazy Taurus. There is a difference." Both of them.
That's a shame because I heard Echo was really good. It's like Blue Beetle, where it was awesome, but it went out to like no fanfare, which isn't right.
Well, so I watched Echo. I'm kind of with Stephanie. I loved Echo. I thought for the first time, I thought it was too short.
Yeah,
I thought it needed. I thought it needed a 6th episode just to flush the rest of it out. It ended in 5 episodes, and the episodes were only like 35 minutes long at best.
So 5 is mid, but 6 is better. Got it.
Didn't we establish 6?
So Nina, here's the thing. It's interesting that you say it like that because I feel like Secret Invasion was how many episodes?
6.
6. And I felt like they just didn't do a lot with it. They didn't do a lot with, you know what it is? Secret Invasion has so much going on in it that it was too much to encompass in 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Whereas Echo was so straightforward. It was, I shot Kingpin at the end of the Hawkeye series. At the end of Hawkeyes, I shot him in the eye. Here's the ramifications of him coming back. Here's how I'm going to make my evolution into being a superhero. Cultural inclusion. Final fight. It was almost like a one shot of a comic book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with a character like Echo, you kind of need that because who cares about Echo? I mean, really.
Now we don't talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like her character was the only really interesting one in Hawkeye. But like you said, like I wasn't super like excited for the series, but I 100% plan to watch it because I'm like, diversity and whatnot, and the actress is great.
And see, Shanice and Stephanie said that they enjoyed Echo, definitely needed more of it. Stephanie said I needed more native cultural background. I thought it was pretty rich with some of this. I got kind of confused, to be honest with you, because I wasn't sure if they were trying to say they were indigenous like Inca and Mayan, or were they were talking about like were they indigenous Native Americans, like North. It was almost like a blend of North and South American, which very well could be the case because shit's so crazy with genealogy and where we all come from and exactly who migrated where. It without giving too much of Echo, she was able to tap in almost like Aang into the previous generations knowledge, memory, and powers. So we saw multiple generations of indigenous Indians.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it was I'm making sure I'm saying it culturally right. I could say Indians, or do I have to say not
Native Americans?
Or
original Americans.
Amen.
Yeah, them folks. Everybody that came before the colonizers, basically. And it's crazy because her last name is Lopez. So I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, Mexico is still technically North America.
I mean, I ain't expect her to be like he who runs with Blackfeet or no shit like that.
It's the Blackfeet. Like of all people, like he who walk with brown bears or like
don't do that. Don't do that.
Brown bears
down by the river.
Blackfoot Indians.
He who drives Ultima. Like, come on, it's not like not no. She who wears horse's hair on the head. Like, no bullshit.
Why
like that.
the fuck?
So, Genocide Turkey says that she's Choctaw Indian, and they're a big tribe in Oklahoma. For those of you who don't know, Oklahoma is just north of Texas. So at one point, it was part of Mexico. So.
Okay, thank you for that geology lesson. That was
Geography.
I got the wrong fucking science.
Ain't nobody talking about rocks, nigga.
No, she was like, she was like, nigga, that ain't rocks. We talking about lines in the second map, you dumb son of a bitch.
You said it, your words. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I just be trying to bring a little extra to our little dog and pony show. And
like, ain't nobody talking about rocks.
DMs, I be
talking about geos.
Taffy be messaging me like, stop niggering it up. We supposed to be intelligent. I'm sorry. Anywho, geography.
There we go.
Lines on a map. And
Yikes.
shit like that.
Somebody did not read the legend.
She's shocked. In the original comic book, she was of the Cheyenne. I want to
Cheyenne.
Yeah, thank you, because that's a color too. So that's what fucked me up.
Look at God, he didn't say Cheney.
Because you know I pronounce shit phonetically. You know
she's Cayenne.
Yeah. Got that pepper up in her.
Oh, she cayenne pepper spicy.
Not you calling her a lemon pepper stepper now.
Okay. Not the lemon pepper spicy.
Hey, listen, that's the best kind. That's my favorite season. Anywho,
Oh
all right,
my
so
God.
so I feel bad because I don't want to get too deep into Echo because we're going to talk about it a little bit later on. But what I wanted to do is kind of give you that preface. We're gonna discuss Echo at length, and we're going to be talking about whether or not Kingpin can take over for the MCU.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, yeah, and I promise it's not going to be a 4-hour show this time. We have done two 4-hour shows in the last 3 episodes, and my poor little black heart can't take no more. And I'm pretty sure, though, y'all have really received it well. Like y'all ain't cuss us out of nothing. Y'all was rocking with us. But tonight won't be a 4-hour show. I promise. We're gonna get we'll see how this goes. Before we begin now, I got to start with a little bit of drama. Before we actually went live, we had a quick discussion between me and the ladies where we were discussing changing of the last name during marriage, which Teffy said in true Teffy women's rights.
Japanese.
Birth.
It's Japanese.
What's that? Tiffany.
That's a word now.
In her right wing, burn my bra, fuck you niggas.
Wow.
Those things don't go together. It would
Do
be
you know
less
how
than-
much bras cost?
That part.
He-Man, woman, hey, wait, how is this?
He-Man hates her.
Yeah. She hate niggas. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm deceased.
She said, yeah, because men still make such a big deal when you don't take their last name. Which made us beg the question. Men, do we still care about them taking our last name in marriage?
The pig's ass pork.
Right.
I am problematic as well as old school and never professed to be as progressive as you fuckers think I am. So you goddamn right. You taking my last name, and I don't want none of that hyphenated bullshit. You ain't you let it go. No. I was like, well, I'm out.
Nah. Listen, like I took my husband's last name, but the funny part about it is he wanted me to hyphen it because he thought my whole name sounded really like nice altogether, and I was like, "You sure? Because I'll drop the Whitney, or I don't mind." He was like, "No, keep it all together. Sounds rich." I was like, "Okay."
He's thinking big picture. He like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's goddamn certificate or something. That's the longest
like this dollar signs on it,
baby.
All right.
Carolyn said, "Ew, Kurt, I don't care. I don't care. I do not give any fucks." Let me explain something to you. No. Let me tell you this quick story. I was married for 13 motherfucking years. All right. So I think I'm one of the more seasoned Negroes on here about this marriage thing. Now, with that being said,
Old Tony Sachery's ass nigga.
with that being said, my last name is Brown. Her maiden name was Silver. She tried to hit me with I got the better sounding last name.
And she does.
And guess what? I couldn't argue with it. Silver
Yours was never a Pokemon game, nigga.
Guess what? She a motherfucking Brown.
I ain't gonna hold you.
She's a motherfucking Brown. She ain't been. We ain't been together in damn near 7 years. Her last name's still motherfucking Brown.
Yep.
Gross.
Oh,
look.
Potato.
Listen, changing your name after y'all break up, hella hard.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was married 12 years. We divorced. They said, "Do you keep your name?" Hell yeah, I'm keeping that fucking name. I don't know. I felt like Tina Turner. I'm keeping my name.
He got
my daddy's blood.
My name.
I'm keeping my name. So yeah, and then I changed it when I got remarried, but because I don't really care. I mean, then my ex died, so I mean, I really didn't need to keep it.
Yeah,
that
I
much
forgot that part.
after that.
I'm just saying, you outlasted that nigga. It's yours now.
Wow.
Wow.
Look,
Possession is
see
not
there.
him.
Look, I just saw his family a couple weeks ago, and I am a James. Like, it is what it is. I mean,
Taffy.
I'm just saying, possession is 9/10 of the law.
No, and I'm not even going to front. Like, I don't know. I've got no rhyme. Listen, look, I'm just gonna say, if you marry me, I don't have no rhyme or reason, and you could give me every excuse in the book as to why you should keep your maiden name or hyphenate your name. You ain't gonna you marry me.
Use the
You
brown.
get to take this ugly ass last name. It's like all right. You gonna get all the Doodle Browns, Buster Browns.
Okay.
I'm passing on.
No, wait, because everybody on here got nice-ish last names. I know some of your other significant others didn't have wild last names or whatever. My son's dad's last name is Whitehead.
Well, guess what?
You think I wasn't finna hesitate on that?
Well, guess what? Stephanie Whitehead. Look, Shaq, talk to me. You get married. She says, I rather keep my maiden name, or no, I'm gonna just say I'd rather keep my maiden name. Can she keep a maiden name?
Kurt, first of all, I feel like I have a weird position in this because for those who know my actual last names, and I'm saying that as in I have two last names as well, we got too many letters going on for us to be an argument. This has become a multiple choice question for me. Kurt, this has become a multiple choice question for me. I ain't got time for all of this.
Yep.
But I feel like one of my two is a cheat code, so we can just be like, you know what? It's okay, mommy. We're going to drop one of mine. We're going to be Hernandez. You're going to be Mrs. Hernandez.
Listen, but what if her name is Aaron? But what if her name is Aaron?
Ooh, you ain't shit. Damn, Mrs. Aaron Hernandez.
Hey, it's just we just gonna keep it with the Hernandez, man. I mean, we gonna have to keep it that way, you know. Like I didn't choose the two that I had. I just kept it. So we get married. I'm gonna at least drop the one, apologize to my mom, and then just go from there. You feel?
No, listen. Also, what women who have titles, doctors, and stuff like that, they supposed to drop their last names. Nigga, you not Dr. So-and-so.
Well, now you Dr. Brown.
Chica, we ain't talking about doctors. Chica. We can talk about names, Chica. We ain't talking about doctors.
I'm not seeing what the problem is. You are Chef Brown. You are PhD Brown.
We
were
Brown
Esquire.
People whose names are copyrighted as part of their brand.
What part of?
Like, I don't care. The color brown. Like, I did not ask.
My name, Tiffany Ramsey, trademark the Ramsey brand.
You better ram that brown down your.
What can brown do for you?
Yeah, you ain't.
No, I actually got a story for y'all though, because it literally happened. Because I haven't changed all my last names on all my accounts and all that shit, because that takes too much damn time. Buffalo Wild Wings don't care that my last name is one and not the other. Fuck it. So we're at PetSmart getting some shit from a damn lizard, and they're like, "Oh, Lauren James," and he's like, so I'm gonna need you to change that. And he's like, literally in line, he's like, "Oh yeah, that's no problem. We can update that," and had them change my last name. I'm like, fool, you
better do that Chewy account and stop playing.
Like, I can't get worms for the damn lizard.
You can and you will under the right last name.
Wrap that up, because you is mine.
Does it want to starve?
Basically,
that
was basically what that was.
You is special.
Listen, my son's
father's last name. You's a brown now.
My son's father's last name is German. I'm with the shit. I'm fine.
You get brown.
Not what can, like I said, what can brown
that
do
just
for
sounds off.
So I'm just saying, even people I wasn't really entertaining it with, if the conversation come up, men who are who even say they are non-traditional men, they so progressive, this bop bop bop. If I'm like, okay, cool, I'm not taking your last name.
What? What? So Sonora on Instagram says, I have been married but didn't change my name. I didn't want to pay to get it back. See? See?
Got a lot of faith in
A lot of people keep their married names just because they don't want to go through the hemming and the hawing.
Yeah, because it's a pain. One of my coworkers did it. One of my coworkers did it, and she didn't go back to her maiden name. She actually picked a new name for herself, which I thought was dope. But she was like, it costs so much money, and it's such a lengthy process. She was like, if I get married again, I'm not changing it. Only because I done changed it twice now. I'm not doing it the third time.
It's funny. My ex actually put in our separation agreement contractually that she has the option to go back to her maiden name. That's how locked in stone. She had to ask me for permission to go back to her. I was like, it ain't that deep. We not together no more. You can give it back if you want to. It's not. She was like, nah, I want it contractually, nigga. I remember how serious she was about this last name shit. Now, what if your last name of the person who wants to marry you is like that young boy that's a football star, Kaniga? Could you imagine?
Married.
Whoever marries this Kaniga, I'm not. This is not me. That's the. I listen.
Is that the official pronunciation?
That's the.
Yeah,
Kaniga.
I think so.
That's the that's the way you say it.
I feel like social.
Could you imagine if your first name is like Ashley? It's like, hey, Kaniga.
Hey, yo, I said, if I ever mess up at work and like be like, yo, what's up, nigga? When they come out and be like, Kurt, did you just? I was like that. I was talking about the football star, Kaniga. That's no, y'all.
Listen, my first name starts with a J. I'm cool with being J, Kaniga.
Yo.
It just reminds me of my Python.
Like, what if your nickname is Black? Like, you a Black Kaniga? Like,
just start telling people the K is silent.
You know, it's crazy though how expensive it is to change your name back, but it's free to change your name in the first place. Yep.
They should pull his name up. That what the boy name is, Kaniga.
K-N-I-G-G-A.
Yeah, it's K-N-I-G-G-A. But when I had seen it, nobody knew how to pronounce it for sure.
What if the K is silent?
That's what I said.
You know what?
That's what I said.
K is not silent.
I would tell people that just to be like, yeah, say it.
He's probably
say
telling
it. No, hey, Carol.
Hey, you want to say it? Hold on. I listen, as always, the head nurse in charge ain't gonna just say something. We're gonna show something. We're gonna show y'all how the proper pronunciation of this goes. Because y'all Kanigas. y'all ain't gonna be out here saying head nurse in charge said this is how it's.
I feel like somebody else from another country is like, it's not Kaniga, it's Nije.
Comes to DraftKingsFootball.com here with Coach Ryan Kaniga. Coach,
yo, you heard him?
Get the win, 34-27. It was Coach. You get the win.
Hold on, I'll run it back.
I'm here with Coach Ryan Kaniga. Coach,
my Kaniga.
That's the man name.
You know how many jokes they got in the locker room? Kaniga, please.
That's Kaniga slow.
Exactly.
Hey, that Kaniga doing his thing, man.
That's a Kaniga I could get behind.
Exactly. My Kaniga.
These Kanigas crazy.
Like the whole family reunion. It's a group of Kanigas.
Yo, them Kanigas barbecuing tonight. Hey,
Stephanie, I know you ain't dating that Kaniga boy.
That's his name, Daddy.
You know what the beauty of this is? We can keep saying it and we shouldn't get shut down because we're saying
that shit is so funny. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, Kaniga, please.
No. Nina.
Hey, y'all Kaniga subscribe, all right?
No. Really think about this. Imagine if you married him. It would be
Jay Kaniga.
It would be Nina Kaniga.
That's lit. I'm down.
Nina
Kaniga. It's Nina Kaniga. I'm lit. My first name, Jay Kaniga.
How did we go our entire adult lives not knowing that there was a whole family of Kanigas running around.
They did a whole skit about the nigger family. Listen, we didn't know how close
here's
it was
the
to
thing.
being true.
There was a girl who literally graduated college down the street from me.
You
Her
having
name
an
was spelled
unnatural
L.A.
allegiance to losers is not like you.
Like there was a girl whose name was literally L.A. symbol A, and her name was Ladasha.
I heard of that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's law. I could not be her teacher. It's law. Make your peace with that.
Aaron.
Right.
No,
Thank you to Key and Peele and Dave Chappelle for basically fucking up everybody's name.
No, them kids whose name is ABCDE and it's pronounced Absiday.
Yeah.
No.
When you can't think of the name of your child.
Anybody that named their child that.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck,
Like
Did
your
you
child.
see the girl on the news? AIRWRECKA. Her name was Erica.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So obviously, last names are still important to a lot of men. You fitting to marry me. First of all, I don't know how you did it, but if you did do it,
You're Mrs. Brown.
Yeah, you a goddamn welcome to the Browns.
I don't mind being addressed as missing so and so.
Between God, the state, and this motherfucking house, you's a Brown.
Yes, in every way that matters.
My sins is your sins. My name.
Oh
is
hell
your
no, I'm not
name.
taking
Listen, I'm like old boy from the Crucible. My name.
Listen,
Just
when they
leave me
say
my
we
name.
picking all the Browns, that means you coming with us.
Listen, I don't even fuck with Cleveland like that.
Right.
We on the football team, UPS. We got a lot of shit going. Us Browns, we got a lot of shit going on for us.
Listen,
I got
and
all
I'm
the best
proud to
Browns.
be a
Chris
part
Brown,
of the
James
family.
Brown, Orlando Brown.
You
Three
named a lot of
University out there.
I was gonna say you named a lot of crackheads.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's it. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get this show started?
Yeah.
Let's get the. I'm mad that everybody's like, wait, the show didn't start already. No, baby. Welcome to Hot Topic.
Saga made it.
First,
Okay.
let's start off with the wholesome content. James Earl Jones turned 93 today.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Listen,
I appreciate you, Foster.
between Mufasa, Darth Vader, the Sandlot, Coming to America. I mean, James Earl Jones's career is legendary.
Him and
Literally
Finn was
legendary.
phenomenal.
And I think it's something to be said that your voice is so iconic that he gave it to Disney to be able to utilize it through AI for future Darth Vader, Mufasa projects, things like that. So that's how when your voice is so iconic to a character that they don't even want they like we don't want to get nobody else. We'll just through AI. And James Earl Jones just signed off on it. He didn't take any compensation, none of that.
They did the same thing with Mr. Potato Head. They reused it after he passed away. They
Who was that?
Don
Rickles?
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah, I
Or
know.
Don Knotts.
I think it was Don Knotts. Yeah, but I think they took clips of multiple.
Yeah, they spliced them together.
Yeah,
But for future reference, because there is a new Toy Story, they will do the same thing.
That's now
It's
with
Rickles,
AI.
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, thank you. Yeah, with AI, you don't even need to do that. They got motherfucking Zuckerberg trying to sell me chitlins in my DM right now. So
Why chitlins? That's
there's a
racist.
chitlin farm in Uruguay. That's a great opportunity for investment. Apparently,
It only costs 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, I got to send my Bitcoin through this Nigerian prince. That's you know, so
He promises to send it back to you.
yeah,
That's
he just
more.
want to borrow it real quick. Just send me 1 Bitcoin. Don't worry, I promise I'll get you right back. That's
I
like them
can put
niggas that be
something
like,
on it.
"Can I hold your bike? I'll be right back." They never come back.
Say goodbye to that bike, kids, if you're watching, which you shouldn't be.
Especially if it's like a nigga you don't know. Like if it's a nigga on the block, you know you might see it back, but he gonna have like if it disappears, it's because I got robbed. Or no, that nigga got your bike. But
Yeah,
if it's
and it's a different color.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you little criminals, you can niggas. All right. Also, the Emmys recently had a surge of wrong one. Surge of diversity.
Hell yeah.
Where Black women and our Asiatic brethren really swept up. And this tweet went out. Was it because of the spirit of Martin Luther King, or simply a sign of the times that the Emmys,
I live in an anemone.
Right.
anemones, that the Emmys was the most diverse ever? Well, after Oscars So White, you award shows started realizing we got to include these darkies. Am I saying something wrong?
It's not that you said it, it's how you said it.
It's not because of Martin Luther King.
I'm just saying. Look, y'all remember that Oscar So White hashtag was like crazy viral. It was the lowest ratings that they had ever had, and ever since then they have not saying that these people didn't absolutely deserve what they got. I think Quinta Brunson, again, shout out to her. She broke the record for the most. She tied the record for the most consecutive awards for comedic lead actress, I believe it was. And she absolutely is an amazing individual. And if you saw Beef on Netflix, Steven Yen and Taffy, what's her name? I expect you to
Amy Wong.
Ali
Wong
killed that shit. That was one of the most entertaining series of 2023. So shout out to them. Interesting question popped up on the internet. If the election was today, here are your candidates of choice: 3 Republican, 1 Democrat. Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, or Joe Biden. Who y'all voting for? Is that
the next Lay's potato chip flavor?
Turn your camera on. Listen, I'm about to say I'll leave that one alone.
Legally, I cannot answer this question. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah. But ladies, I mean, who would you vote for?
I said the next Lay's potato chip flavor.
You know what? That's not what I said. Do you want
the left Twix?
Do you want the Trump? Do you want the Trump?
Right Twix.
Trump Twix.
Come on, y'all.
Listen, what the ball on what the ball be singing say? How is the best case scenario? Joe Biden.
You know what the funny thing is? I didn't know Nikki Haley is a woman of color.
She don't either.
So with that being said, Shaq, you can come on back. We safe now. I'm not even going. Y'all don't have to answer that. But I will say this.
Look at God.
Nikki Haley got on Rihanna's internet via television and said America was never racist.
And you said she was
she's not a person of color.
Exactly.
Well, that's
or
not
people tell her and she goes, "You take that back."
That's not what she said. And here's the clip of it.
I'm a brown girl that grew up in a small rural town in South Carolina who became the first female minority governor in history, who became a UN ambassador, and who is now running for president. If that's not the American dream, I don't know what is. You can sit there and give me all the reasons why you think I can't do this. I will continue to defy everybody on why we can do this, and we will get it done.
Are you a racist party? Are you involved in a racist party?
No. We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Our goal is to make sure that today is better than yesterday. Are we perfect? No. But our goal is to always make sure we try and be more perfect every day that we can. I know I faced racism when I was growing up, but I can tell you today is a lot better than it was then. Our goal is to lift up everybody, not go and divide people on race or gender or party or anything else.
Is
What these niggas talking about?
Oh wait, hold on, because I was like, her nose look a little ethnic. So, she is actually she's in, her parents are Indian from India, so she is just a very fair Asian. She's a very fair Asian.
Was this fair before or after the election?
So that's not her real last name. That's like her married last name, I think.
You think?
Yeah,
exactly. You know, typically she
the Hasapina Pella line. I'm sure.
Okay.
So America was never racist. Do you agree with that?
Really? That's not even a question.
It's really not. What's in that glass?
I mean, when you're white passing, maybe not, but
exactly.
You.
Know, typically speaking,
she ain't never once claimed in her ever loving life that she was of any kind of minority until she's decided that she was gonna run. So hopefully that maybe somebody would verify that she had a little bit of something in her.
Yeah, she like the bull who just dropped out, Ramaswamy or whatever. They only ethnic until they need some free money.
Exactly.
She was Indian as the hell, making lentils and rice and shit when she needed a scholarship to college.
Exactly. She pulled a Hillary. I've got a hot sauce in my bag.
You know what?
Except it's garam masala.
Exactly. Except it's tikka.
Right. They found that 1%.
Exactly. She went on her ancestry.
Well, Joe Biden said if y'all ain't vote for him, y'all ain't really black. So
that's fine. The Independent Party actually has a black candidate that I might actually vote for.
Yo. There's a lot. So politics in 2024, there is a presidential election in November. This is probably
bad that I'd rather Kanye.
This is where the you know, you said that and I instantly was like, for real, and then I was like, but
maybe
he's
imitating.
At least I know we I don't.
You're doing that whole no. Well,
no, we are really
exactly. The light bulb is flickering.
We're debating insanity versus dementia.
We are debating cancer versus
Biden looked like he's about to tell you the story about that time he got that really good glass of lemonade.
Right. And whittle wood while he does it.
It was so good. His eyes be like, it's so good.
And then falls asleep.
Oh, it did.
Exactly.
I'm looking for a trip to Jamaica.
What was it? What? Don't touch the TV. I was watching that.
Why? Between him and Glitch McConnell freezing and buffering every single time.
Exactly. No. Mitch McConnell just need a new flux capacitor. Once we install that,
he fix the carburetor.
Yeah,
he needs a software.
If the period manifold kept falling off.
Listen, ain't no software update, baby. That hardware, 10,005.
Exactly.
ColecoVision.
He's running Windows 98.
That nigga hit the Windows spoon.
Exactly.
Right. This nigga running Atari
30 degrees.
Bye. This nigga is an Atari running on Windows XP. Like y'all gotta stop.
I wouldn't even say XP.
Chandler was on her phone like Control Alt Delete. Control.
Exactly. F1.
Yo, it's comical, but it's scary because this is life
again
right now.
You're voting for cancer.
I'm retired.
Yeah, Reva said it best. We're going to hell in a handbasket.
Listen, global warming ain't get us there already.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
and
snowing
Eddie makes
in
a good
Texas.
point. This is how Trump won the first time. He knows that when the most popular candidate in the presidential election is Donald Trump after being indicted.
You know what he's coming out to. Can't nobody take me down.
Gang signs up and everything.
Oh no, exactly. He just Mace out of retirement.
Go up. No, I can see it, my niggas.
Exactly. You guys thought I wasn't. Don't call it a comeback.
Right.
I've been here for years.
I've been here for years.
Don't come in the
Exactly.
comeback.
It's gonna
Over
be
the
huge.
Wu-Tang Clan. Believe it. Believe it.
It's gonna be huge.
I can't. There has to be.
I don't want to go to China. I just want to talk to Black China.
Yo.
Whoa.
Listen,
Angela. One of the looks from Emmy's night went viral. Abbott Elementary.
Oh God.
What the hell?
Really is Jacob.
Wait, what?
He wore. It's called a statement curl. He wore
No, it's not. It's really
What?
not. Just like mini buns are not Bantu knots are not mini buns.
it. Yeah, it's called a statement curl. Like
He had a finger wave.
Right.
Just
Don't be-
one, a singular finger wave.
He had 2 fingers, 1 wave.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, this ain't a good look, my nigga.
you know,
He should have called Kanigga. He would have told him, Kanigga, please.
he said, "Nigga, don't do that."
Right.
Right.
So
Really,
I'm
Kanigga?
assuming this is like a finger pingy. Like I don't even know.
This is a pinky wave.
It's a finger puddle.
It's a pinky wave. It's a finger bang.
It's a
finger bang.
paddling pool because it ain't a
He
wave.
Herman's
It's
curl.
what it's not.
That's what I said. It's a finger bang.
It
I don't
ain't even
know.
a wave pool.
I just
It's not
don't
even a
see-
kiddie pool.
I don't see how y'all get to these award shows and lose y'all goddamn minds. Y'all just do any old little thing.
Looking like a
And-
zesty Pee Wee Herman.
Blame
That's
yourselves.
what I was thinking about.
Listen, blame yourselves. Y'all had him in Philly too long.
No, see, I was thinking about this though, because I would rather be bashed for being eccentric and then being seen all over the place because people talking shit about me, because then people see me.
Right.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna pay this fool any kind of attention because he's just another little white boy from Abbott Elementary. His character is fine, but I'm saying, what is it? Was anybody really
It was a
looking
publicity
at him?
stunt.
Like,
Yeah.
He did
Okay.
it because he can't compete with Quinta or Shirley, Ralph, or Tyler.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
he can't
'cause-
compete with half of them fools that were
Yeah.
down there.
No, I
Exactly.
will say somebody said this a couple of years ago where they were like, I'm never gonna make the best dress list, so let's make the worst dress list.
Right.
Now
Well,
you should have had the Goblin Girl.
Yeah, I
There
saw
was a-
that.
Yeah,
So what?
there was a one of RuPaul's drag people dressed up as a goblin and full body paint and everything.
I don't know
That
about
would
it.
be dope though.
Well,
I've been like,
here's my
yes.
thing. This right here will definitely make a statement. They will not. I mean, this I didn't see this in the hood. Like this, the baby hair. That's girl. I didn't seen a lot of my sisters wear this this swoop
What
bang.
hair is he tucking behind his?
It's a
face?
pimp
Right.
named
That's
Vanilla.
what I'm like. I'm like, sir, your hair don't even go that far.
Right.
Don't
I
worry
can
about
put
it,
it in
ladies.
the
It's all
bun.
good.
I can
Says the
put it in a bun.
It's a pimp
These
made.
the type of motherfuckers y'all be wanting to invite to the barbecue.
pimp
And
named
this why
Vanilla,
I be
baby.
saying.
Nah, it's a
Yeah.
pimp named Mayo back. That's you gotta say the whole thing. All right.
name
Actually, thank you, Shaq. That's actually an excellent segue. Cat Williams
Got him.
interview with Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp,
Yes.
has surpassed over 50 million views. Not only 50 million views, but Shannon Sharp platform, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook all saw over 200,000 over a 200,000 person follower increase.
That's incredible.
It's insane. And the funny thing is, he called it. Cat Williams actually called it. He told Shannon Sharp. Shannon was worried about whether or not after releasing this, would he catch a whole bunch of backlash and even be able to still do the show? And Cat Williams, well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what Cat Williams said. This is how it went down.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024. Mark
business.
the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Yeah. Sure hope I.
Yo, you gotta kind of listen, and to creatives and creators, don't shy away from the hard interviews or the interviews that you might be scared to release, because proof positive, you never know what's gonna catch fire. And if you are a podcaster or a streamer, select your guests wisely. Select guests that will actually increase your platform. I'm not saying Club Shay Shay or Shannon Sharp wasn't already building and establishing a great platform. But look at it now. And all it took was the right guest at the right time. And too often, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to highlight this, too often, I see a lot of creatives pick guests that they like or they want to highlight and support them. But support should be reciprocal. Sometimes you need to pick a guest that's going to highlight your platform, up your numbers, and make people wonder, oh, wait, Shannon Sharp's interviewing skills was highlighted in that particular interview. So much so, another podcaster named Willie D interviewed Cat Williams right after this. And you could just tell he wasn't as poised as Shannon Sharp was. It was like night and day. So now people want to come on Shannon's show because they know they're going to get a good interview, because Shannon does the research on you. He knows the fact that he asked him about his religious background and didn't just ask him the same mundane questions opened up a whole new world to Cat Williams that none of us did. Honestly, I never knew he was a Jehovah's Witness, which particular interest to me, but I never knew that. And for him to delve into that part of it, that was amazing to me, because get some new information. Because if you get the same guest that's talking about the same shit on everybody else's podcast, what good does it do for you? I don't know. I mean, it's Cat Williams. I don't see Cat Williams doing a bad interview. I tell you one thing, don't talk about his jacket. He will roast the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm. Or his hair.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Now, I want to say, one, and Shannon Sharp don't have like a journalism degree. He did ask a lot of really good questions. And to his credit, he already had millions of followers on his platform.
Right.
He already was getting big interviews and having big stars come on. He just didn't have, to my knowledge, anybody go viral the way that the Cat Williams clip went viral.
Nothing close to
I think he had one really good one last year that people were talking about, but nothing to this degree.
50 million views, 50 million. That's bigger than some major cities.
He had over 250,000 views in like the first couple of hours when he just dropped the shortened clip. Yeah. So when he dropped the full episode the next day,
it was a wrap.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I watched it the next day. It was already on like 5 million.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it did that in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That interview is now officially legendary.
Yep.
Oh, and the key point that I really want y'all to take away from that 50 million views, on YouTube, they tell you how many minutes people watch of your actual video. That 50 million views is full start to finish watches.
I watched
That-
it 3 times.
That interview is 3 hours long.
Yep.
No.
People watched it from start to finish for 3 hours long, over 50 million people. Because he actually specifies that, like full views. That's crazy.
It's a really good interview though. If you sit through it,
it's one of the best I've seen in a long
yeah,
time.
and even after the sensationalized part, like Cat Williams gives a great interview. And like I said, to his credit, Shannon Sharp asked really good questions, and he allowed his guests to be comfortable, be himself, and talk.
The last part. Shut the fuck up. That's why I can't listen to Drink Champs but for so much.
Bruh.
Because if Nori interrupt that goddamn interview one more time,
I can't do it.
Shannon literally would drop the question and just be like,
with his drink, chilling. You would think on Drink Champs you would drink and shut the fuck up.
you can smoke and drink. Put something in your mouth other than words. All right.
Right.
A YouTuber just recently went viral because he actually perfected an Iron Man repulsor armor.
Protect him at all costs.
This is what it looked like.
I was gonna say something really chauvinistic, but
What was you about to say?
she better keep that goddamn kitchen clean.
Look. Oh, I love it. Pandemonium on Instagram said the Cat Williams interview was like an unofficial stand-up special while spilling tea at the same time. It did feel like a stand-up.
It did.
I think that's BK over there. Yeah, BK said that. It did feel like it's. Yeah, I think that's why we enjoyed it so much because it was like jokes, but
real rap raw.
Yeah.
Like, it was dope.
yeah. Cat Williams, that drunk ass uncle that you get excited when you get drunk because you about to let he go tell you all it. Yeah,
And that, my friends, is how you find out your dad's not your dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your mom was a hoe.
Yeah.
Your mom ain't your mom.
And well, no. That your aunt's friend has been that they've been living together as roommates.
If that's her friend, why she keep making her plate?
Listen, I'm just saying.
The more you know.
More black secrets have come out at the family reunion due to Hennessy. Anywho, so She-Hulk star opened up Tatiana
Maslany.
That's what she said.
Not blah, blah, blah.
I couldn't get it out. Tatiana Maslany was the closest thing
You didn't even try.
No, you just rewind the show.
I was like Tatiana.
Start calling you Glitch McConnell, nigga.
Yo, what these people are going to be like? One day they're going to be like, "What's H9? Let me go look," and they'll be like, "Oh, hell no, this nigga." Basically, She-Hulk gets a grim update from MCU star after she made the statement that we blew the budget. Essentially, She-Hulk cost over $250 million to make. Disney did not feel like they got a full return on their investment. And when they proposed season 2, Disney was just basically like, yeah, we're good.
Oh, no, about that one.
Yeah.
A shame, because it's good.
It's
I love
great.
She-Hulk.
Captain America. Sorry.
So She-Hulk was mid for me. I'm not saying it was bad. It was definitely mid. So, I mean, it didn't really. I mean, the way they introduced Scar.
Now that the ending was mishandled.
Oh my God. A lot was mishandled. I mean,
Tiffany sounded like a PR agent.
Listen, I'm gonna call Tiffy Starchild and be like, "Do you need an extra PR person for like these MCU shows? Because I got you." I never liked the show. I like the vibe. Tatiana Maslany gave a great performance as the character. In my opinion, some of the story elements didn't quite pan out correct in the way that I would have liked them to.
Oh, you're being very generous.
But overall, I found the series very enjoyable. I loved her. I thought she was hilarious. It gave me like old school, like Ally McBeal vibes.
Yeah, but with the MCU flavor, I mean,
Right. And I'm like, if you weren't a girl in the 90s, I could see how it maybe didn't super resonate with you as much.
but I'm just tired of them throwing Daredevil into mid Disney series.
I loved him. He was so funny. That was one of my favorite parts.
But exactly, because Daredevil can't save everybody. He could. We
And her twerking with Meg Thee Stallion gave me life. You put it at the end of my ladies' night outro.
I did. I absolutely did.
He said it was him.
I love the fourth wall breaking. I felt like there was some substance to the actual series. I just felt like it fell flat. But then Marvel seems to really fall flat a lot of times with these series. Even What If season 2 was good, just not as good as the first season.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody think that the second season of What If surpassed the first season?
No. I didn't see it, but from what I did see, I was like, I could wait.
Wow. You're a piece. You know.
No, listen, I've been as somebody who went to the movies every week for something like 10 to 15 weeks over the fucking summer. I'm taking a much needed media break.
No, all right. I ain't gonna hate on that. Also, sack up, nigga. All right. Anyway.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
All right, last one for our hot topics. Speaking of What If, there are recent rumors that suggest that there may be a Star Wars version of What If at Disney.
As long as it's all about dark.
Yeah.
The first season will be great. The second season will be trash.
Right.
What if Mace Windu didn't die?
That's a good story, motherfucker.
Listen, what if Jar Jar Binks was a Sith?
You's a crazy nigga.
Yeah. Misa fuck you up.
Right.
Misa air on this bitch out.
Yo.
Right.
What if Anakin ain't choked that hoe? Like,
listen,
okay. And as good as all of that sounds, I don't want like a What If series. I want them to bring shit that actually exists from the extended novels in.
Nigga, they already got like 37 different. They got Andor, they got Mandalorian, we got what's the one with the motherfuckers? Ahsoka. How many goddamn side stories of Star Wars you want on Disney Plus? That's all on that shit.
All of them. It's like all of them characters got a side story.
My God, woman. How many Disney Plus Star Wars series do you want?
I want
this would just be another one on top of the pile. How is this any different?
Because at least it's giving me some shit that ain't a part that's not canon, so that they could give me some unimagined new
all
shit.
of the novels, technically, most of the novels are not canon. Only the stuff that Dave Filoni and them have brought back into the extended series is now is being canonized.
You know what? Genocide. Tink Bird says she wants to get the book versions. Genocide said I'd rather them take the extended universe back.
Exactly.
BK said there could never be too many because they all connected.
Listen, I'm just glad to be away from the Skywalker saga, to be honest.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ahsoka. Fuck what you think about like the fight choreography. The story was good.
Addison screams about Andor, and I haven't watched episodes.
After the Book of Boba Fett, I couldn't do another slow burn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and they had the Book of Boba Fett. What's the group of stormtroopers that?
That's the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Yes,
Bad Batch. I heard was good.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
See, because I watched the original the cartoon series, which was amazing.
The Clone Wars and all. Yeah.
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 Oh my God! But that's
great.
It was a lot.
I did not have the time to devote to that. I watched the Cliff Notes version and hopped right into Ahsoka. I was like, yes.
Yo, when I say I thought that joint out. Because of the Clone Wars, it made me side eye One Piece. I said, "Ooh, this was this is that Clone Wars was enough." I was like, "I don't, Shaq, don't do it."
I'm not saying anything.
I'm going back. I'm going to go back.
It's
Yeah,
giving
nigga, you're gonna
pouting.
start
It's very
One
much
Piece,
pouting.
No, like
That's
One Piece is like a marriage day where she ain't giving up no pussy. It's like after a while, it's like, all right, look, baby, I need you to do something. Like rub your feet on it or something. Like, God damn.
Rub your feet on it. It's wild.
God, don't put no pedicure on it. I need the texture. Like, do something.
Gosh,
All right.
not the footy, Jay.
I hate you so much. I absolutely hate you.
The footy, Joe.
All right, so basically, let's pivot as always. That ends our hot topics for the week, but we're gonna kind of delve into a segment that we don't do too often, but is one of the reasons LJ is here, and it sets up a perfect lead-in to our next conversation. We're gonna have a quick break, and then we're gonna go right into it. So hold on to your tits.
Flawless victory.
So typically, our meme of the week usually highlights something comedic, but this particular meme kind of opened up a whole new door full of possibilities. A whole new world.
That was about anal.
Wow.
Woo!
My interest was piqued and confused at the same time. Thank you, Nina. This has been making its rounds around social media. This meme made the statement that Disney once considered building a theme park dedicated solely to villains. They were going to call it Dark Kingdom, which would have featured Maleficent's castle instead of the Sleeping Beauty castle as its incoming centerpiece.
Yes.
Listen,
yes, my God, yes.
I gotta go to our aficionado. Here's my question: a theme park dedicated solely to the young lady to the right of you.
Yeah.
What would you expect to see at a Disney villain theme park?
Well, see, the thing is that they already kind of do that with their not so scary Halloween. The not so scary Halloween that Disney puts on focuses around all the villains. They bring out the Sanford sisters. They bring out, they bring all of them out. They do the shows and all that shit. So literally, they would be picking that up and just changing the environment. So I mean, of course, but they couldn't have they could not have led with it. So bringing villains in now will work because the villains have a following, but Disney would not be successful if they would have led with that. They had to stick with all the cutesy shit.
I got you. Now, I guess because villains are glorified,
Yep.
Because they're glorious.
Because I actually had to go back and pull up the assortment of Disney villains.
They're amazing.
I mean, Scar, Pete, the Siamese cat. Yeah, it almost felt like March Madness all over again. So let's just take the core Disney villains, right? What kind of theme park? Like, if Maleficent is the centerpiece, they got to have like a Captain Hook boat ride.
Yeah, with Ursula.
Like, Okay, if you do a Captain Hook boat ride, do you include Ursula? Or do you give Ursula her own thing?
No,
would
Ursula
need
has her own. Yeah.
Yeah, I say Ursula have her own thing.
And the background music is Poor Unfortunate Souls. I mean,
Alright.
I thought about it.
So my thing is, who gets to be like the barbecue stand and who gets a full-fledged roller coaster? You get what I mean? Like,
oh, that's easy.
Jeff R definitely gets a roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
Nina,
I mean, don't
turns
they
into
have
a snake.
Gaston's Tavern already? They have Gaston's Tavern in Disney. You can visit.
I was about to say where you get your like where you get your butter beer and all your root beers and and your assorted ales. You got to have a gas store. I feel like there's got to be a Hades Rib Shack.
Dr.
Loki, I think Hades should get a gym.
Now, see, Hades would be a good combination, either roller coaster or one of them ones that you just sit and ride through, because you get like an underworld.
The interactive ride.
Yeah, you could do like a tour of the underworld.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dr.
like
Facilier
how
has
Two little demons, like, welcome to Hades, baby.
Yeah, like how the Stitch card.
Yeah.
Where you go through the door and then you sit in the auditorium and it's like a 4D experience
or something
right.
like that. Yeah.
When he gets mad, it gets warm because his hair's orange.
So I feel like Dr. Facilier gets like the Universal Studios Epcot Captain Nemo type ride. You know, I got what happened to him when he went to the other side.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you cut into boom, 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 boom. Are you ready?
And the chair starts moving. Whoa, shit.
Yeah. Check it out. Oh shit. As soon as they pull him down, you go with him, and he be like,
right.
Yeah, I get to tell you what happened, baby. You know,
like if I'm coming, you coming with me. Wait, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, right. You get Cajun rice at the end of it.
Absolutely.
So wait, but now, okay, if you do that, what do you do with Scar?
Animal Kingdom.
So they have Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom at night. All the
what kind of nigga animals you gonna have for Scar?
Have some animals that are already eaten already, just like sitting off the side.
They got. Would you say, Roxy? They got mange and
they
got pit bulls in there.
Something else or whatever. And
they got Rottweilers and pit bulls. And Scar Safari.
Yes.
Get back.
Scar.
Okay. All right. Hold on. We almost done. What's the bull name from Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Frodo.
Oh no!
I don't. Wherever would you put Frodo? Like, is he on the warning signs to watch out for predators?
He would be the height one.
Like yeah, I was just going to say that, the height.
You
it's an interactive sign
to ride this ride.
He gets no ride.
Blasphemous heathens.
Hellfire, Lord.
They could just put him as like an interactive person if they did like a little castle feature for the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Have
him be like a little interactive feature you could talk to or whatever. Because not all these people, right? Not all the princesses have like rides and stuff. Like Tiana, she's getting a ride, but they opened up her cafe now. Tiana's place where you can go sit down in her restaurant,
which I heard is garbage. But
right, some of these people have like stores and shops. Like you can walk through Cinderella's castle, but she don't have a ride. So like they can have stands and stuff.
Genocide says Scar's long live the king cliff drop. Make it like the Tower of Terror. Not you.
No, that's Yzma.
Yeah,
let's go straight down. Yzma's like that.
Oh, Yzma's ride.
Yeah.
When they pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Yeah. That has to be Yzma.
Yeah, that has to be Yzma.
That's a farther
drop.
drop.
Yzma's lab, so you adventure her lab and you drop.
Exactly, and you get to make potions and stuff like that.
Okay, so do Cruella DeVille, do she get like a car
fashion
ride?
shop. She has a
factory of all kinds of fur everywhere.
No bumper cars.
Yeah.
No. What they should do is put her in Epcot and give a fucking a ride through on fast fashion and shit.
Yes, like a little drive-through fashion show, if you will.
Yeah.
hell
The
no.
Epcot be mad educational.
That's
That
where
is
Frollo
true.
belongs.
All right,
Right.
did we get every? Oh wait. The Queen of Hearts. Is
A
she the mini
garden.
golf?
Garden.
She's
And
that
at
like
the end, you can buy tarts.
A maze.
Oh,
And it got
okay. I
info for
like
the
that.
kids.
Oh, I like that.
And like
Nah, don't-
certain endpoints of the cards were like, turn your ass around, motherfucker.
that-
I don't think they said
No,
that.
Some of these
I mean,
people
you know what I'm
need to
talking
be
about.
like
They'll
on
say the
Disney
stuff.
Walk. Disney Walk where the adults go, where they have the nightclubs and shit. Put some of these
Yeah.
people in there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
like Cinderella's mom.
There's a lot that
Oh,
isn't
Lady
kid
Tremaine.
friendly. I feel like
Right.
we hit everything. Who's the one?
Dr.
LJ.
Facilier should have a casino.
Who's the one
Dr.
next to
Facilier should have a
Ursula?
gumbo shop.
Who's the one in between Ursula and Cruella Deville?
Oh,
She
that's
from
what's the name? From,
Rescuers.
Well, hold on. Go ahead, LJ. Who is
No,
it?
I forget her name, but it wasn't it Rescuers or something?
yeah,
like
she's
that?
from the Rescuers Down Under.
Down Under. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Or the
No.
Rescuer. She's either from the first
One
one.
of them.
She's on the
Yeah.
woman's bathroom door. That's where she is.
She had that, the little girl
Tough
that
crowd.
was orphan or something.
And this is the one
Yeah.
from Hair. I mean, not Hair. Rapunzel, right?
Not
With a
fair.
gospel.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that.
It's a beauty shop.
Exactly.
No,
Oh,
but
like
oh,
like
okay.
like Bibbidi Boppity. They're the Bibbidi Boppity shit. Yeah.
Now, is there any Disney villains we're missing?
It's not a
Darth
villain,
Vader.
but like a franchise that Disney recently did that's kind of popular called Twisted Wonderland, where they pretty much took a Harry Potter concept, but with the Disney villains, and each villain was a dorm, and they had like these different characters, and the head of each dorm was the child of that villain. So like Maleficent's son was in charge of.
Yeah.
I was one. Hades had triplets, and they were in charge of one.
Wait, where's this on? This on Disney Plus?
No, this is like a game and a novel.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
game.
very popular. It's a
Mhm.
video game and a novel.
Video
And
game
it's-
where?
Mobile.
Let me
That's how it
I
was too,
like
like the
shit like that.
Descendants.
Yeah. That's what that I was gonna say. That's all the Descendants is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it derives from
R.I.P.
that as
Cameron.
well. But I know like
Yeah.
that's very popular.
All right.
But that's what I'm
Turn
saying.
on
If you
Bob
do
Ross.
like, they should put it on Disney Walk where they have all the nightclubs and the adult stuff at. Give a couple of these people like nightclubs and bars and restaurants and shit. Like, have a good time.
And that doesn't
Ooh.
even cover all the Disney villains. I mean, as you can see here, there's a few that we didn't even get into.
I
Like,
bet Oogie Boogie got the
Oogie
best
Boogie
drink.
would be Oogie Boogie is a dance club. I don't care what nobody say.
With
You
a
got the
glow in
Go
the dark
Boogie
drink.
and Oogie Boogie.
Nah, it would be a candy shop, but it would be all those little bug candies shits that you.
Hell, that's what you
She's
call it.
freaking. She's
Yeah, the
ugly.
creepy
I
crawler
can't believe my eyes.
Right.
She's
Mm-mm.
thick. She's
It'd be
curvy. I
chocolate
can't
covered
believe
roaches
my
and
eyes.
shit.
Mm.
Now you talk about race cars though. The little dude, little candy dude from Wreck It Ralph.
Candy from Wreck It Ralph.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And
Oh.
even then, the boy from
Emperor Zurg laser tag.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
That'd be dope.
And
Full
what's
scale, full contact. Fuck them kids.
He said paintball instead.
I'm mad. You gonna have them kids.
It'd be for 18 and up. Fuck them kids.
Well, needless to say, if
Did we
Disney
shoot
ever
play
need-
play?
if you ever need ideas to get this off the ground, like LJ said, now is the perfect time to jump on it. And
Definitely.
the head nerds in charge have already given you the blueprint. We basically planned it out. We'll take 30%. We won't hit you over the head. But,
Times the fuck
And royalty. Like,
yeah, you got to run our coins. You definitely got to run our motherfucking coins.
Big
But I think, does everybody agree if there was a, oh yeah, I didn't even think about it, with Marvel now being under Disney,
That's why I said Darth Vader.
you could do all the,
Yeah.
yeah.
He definitely needs a 4D ride where
As
you battle him.
if fucking Disney needs to take over more Orlando real estate.
Right. They got half the city as it is.
Listen, I don't think just Satan would care.
Yeah.
All right.
Back.
So
Right.
let's get into our final topic. We about to talk about them things: Echo, Kingpin, and whether or not these Disney Plus series need to continue in our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
It's time.
Like I said, this is episode 273. Who needs a Kang when you have a king? Speaking of which, Echo released all 5 episodes of the series. It came in at one of the lowest debuts, but also it's the first time that they ever debuted a Disney Plus series on not only Disney Plus, but also Hulu simultaneously. So that could account for some of the low Disney Plus premiere numbers. A lot of people were watching it over on Hulu. So far, everybody said that they liked the series. I didn't hear too much negativity about it. One of the highlights is in the very first episode. We have a showdown between Echo and Daredevil. And it gave you all of the Netflix fight choreography vibes, but with a Disney finish. It was a little anticlimactic in my opinion. I wanted there to be, Disney really kind of allowed them to start this whole TV. If y'all remember on your Disney Plus accounts now, you had to sign in and re-sign in because now they've allowed mature content on Disney Plus. Before it was nothing but like PG-13 stuff. Now they got the rated R content since they brought over Netflix's entire
And all the Fox properties as well.
right. So now they're basically saying, okay, we got adult shit. So that means, possibly. I was about to say, I thought my camera went off. I was like, why Teffy wouldn't have got me up there? There we go. Yeah, that's better. I was like, wait a minute, my camera went off. Son of a bitch. With that being said, one of the highlights of all the Netflix series, both Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. Why? I don't know why I keep saying Jennifer Jones. Jessica Jones was.
You're mixing up the Hulk. She-Hulk.
Thank you. Was the Kingpin.
Vincent and Alfred.
And it kind of begged the question, could this Kingpin carry the MCU as a villain better now that Jonathan Major is out as Kang?
Now that he's a major disappointment.
Would you rather see the MCU go the route of Kingpin and street level villainy than to do this big multiversal, storyline that they were building with Kang?
I don't know. From what I've seen, which has been bits and pieces of, I don't think that he can carry it. The nice thing about the Kang was that you could do and take it into so many different places. And it does limit it to just the streets, just that kind of group. So I don't think he can carry. I think that he can definitely be highlighted in some different fashions.
So there's speculation that what they're going to do is make Kingpin the Thanos of the street level fighters. So the Luke Cages, the Daredevils, Spider-Man, those, not those big intergalactic guys, not the Guardians and aliens and all that other shit, but basically Kingpin, it seems like the lead in, and we're going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but it looks like Kingpin is going to try to take control of New York. And of course, that's going to shake a few trees because Luke Cage protects Harlem. Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen. I believe Spider-Man is from Queens. Or is that Captain America is from Queens? I think Captain America is from Queens. Either way, there's a lot of New York niggas in this superhero business. So when somebody says they like chopped cheeses and Timberlands.
But wouldn't you feel like the story would become somewhat repetitive, but just okay, I get that they'd be doing different characters, but if you're I don't know how far they could really go trying to keep it original and keep it fresh.
I put it like this: if go ahead, Shaq. What was you about to say?
Now I was gonna say like if you try to do that for Kingpin from how they did it with Thanos, and then like stake wise, you're down not essentially downgrading, but you're looking at you're scaling smaller versus than what Thanos had already did, which you understand why MCU are moving to that multiverse direction after Thanos, because like you know what I'm saying, like now you're starting going to this cosmic stuff. You got to kind of stay in line with that or go higher. If you go from cosmic to street level, then like okay, what about the country level stuff? You know what I'm saying, the stuff that dealt with Wakanda, Atlantis, Latveria, you know what I'm saying, hasn't even came into play yet. And Doom goes from that international to cosmic villain. So like my vote would definitely be Doom if you're gonna go for MCU villain, because he goes from that street level, international level to cosmic level. So
all superheroes are typographed with threat levels. That's where you hear omega level threats. That means that they have intergalactic ramifications, like Storm, Phoenix. They like these are, and then you have like world-ending superheroes, villains like Galactus and Thanos.
Yeah.
Right. Like Kingpin. Without the help of something like Shaq said, Interstellar, Kingpin ain't gonna do nothing but fuck you up on the streets. Like he'll beat your ass.
Like shoot, there's been some comics where like if Peter Parker ain't give a fuck, he can run Kingpin's pockets no effort. Because majority of the time Spider-Man is holding back.
Right.
But like it's been some times like when he was black suit Spider-Man, this dude really ran into the prison. Jacked him up, said, "You fuck with me one more time, I'm gonna beat your ass in front of every last inmate in this bitch to show you who run shit around here. Fuck with me if you want to," and left.
Yeah, I think I always consider Kingpin to be the Lex Luthor of the MCU.
Yeah,
like at any time Superman could have ran through Lex Luthor's pockets,
his entire body.
Right, but these are smart men that position that they realize no matter how powerful you think you are, real power is being able to control other people.
Right.
I mean, Kingpin commits murders
without lifting a hand.
If y'all saw, and you'll see in Echo, they show the influence that Wilson Fisk has. He has the ability to walk up and just pull somebody out of a cop car and be like, "Y'all ain't arresting her. Come on, you coming with me." That we couldn't even fathom that kind of influence. You know what I mean? I mean, he's the king of crime for the MCU. So I think if you keep things in certain bubbles, right? I don't think, like Shaq said, I don't think you can go start to finish with the MCU phase 4, 5, and 6 with Kingpin at the helm of it. You have to go bigger because we just saw half the universe wiped out. Fuck now we worried about presidential elections and shit like that. I don't care about. I don't want to be on Earth no more.
I don't want to go to work.
I don't want to go to work. Oh, but that's why Kang was such an interesting scope on it, because now you didn't have to go intergalactic. You can go interdimensional.
Mm-hmm.
That's there's a difference. There's a difference from galactic threats until once you get to interdimensional and time travel and shit like all that shit goes out the window.
I may be able to blow up the galaxy, but there's more galaxies.
Right. Like and that was kind of one of the things that was established with Loki. Like, the most powerful entities in the entire first run of Marvel was the Infinity Stones. And the TVA was throwing them motherfuckers around like they was chiclets. Like, throw them in a box.
You want this? There you go.
Yeah. These tiddlywinks. You're like, wait a minute. They're like, we got a bunch of Infinity Stones. that just shows you the scale in which Marvel was going. So I think you do
Mm-hmm.
scale down if you go to Kingpin route.
Definitely.
But
Well, I was just gonna say that, and also too, sticking with it. Granted, we understand that it's superheroes and things like that, but you're dealing with powerful people. Like you said, you're dealing with something that's a little bit more relatable. And
Right.
we're dealing with more of that relatable shit on Earth, dealing
Yeah.
with these stupid, you know, with the politics and the governments and all this other shit that, like, the interstellar galactic and all these things that you can't necessarily fathom are more enjoyable too. They're more entertaining because you're like, ah, that shit ain't real. But
Right.
you know that there are kingpins in New York City. Like,
what
They're
powerful rich
everywhere.
white men? Yeah, I know a
Right.
bunch of
They're
them.
everywhere. Right.
so I think that's even too why I'm like, don't.
Right. It's already real enough.
Yeah.
And I wholeheartedly agree. I do think he could be a catalyst. I think you continue to use Kingpin to kind of push the story over. Chris brought up a good point. He said you can get into Mayor Kingpin hiring the Sinister Six to do his dirty work. I think with the X-Men coming in, and the X-Men have to be gradually worked in.
Mm-hmm.
So the X-Men really handle a lot of Earth level threats.
Right.
And then they went intergalactic. Not saying they couldn't handle intergalactic, but they, you know, they originally they was handling shit right here on Earth. The mutant registration, racism. Trust me, we about to deal with a lot of the relatable shit once the X-Men get here. And
that was their platform for the most
yeah,
part.
exactly.
The fact that mutants were the minority, and the fact that it was like you had basically Caucasian Malcolm and Martin.
So with that being said, with the X-Men coming in, also you got the Fantastic Four coming in. Now the Fantastic Four was from jump, they got their powers in space.
Mm-hmm.
So they handle all the interdimensional and galactic stuff, and they were the more spacey vibes. And I think that's where you bring in Dr. Doom. So if you go to Kingpin route, you can go to you use Kingpin to bring in Punisher, Daredevil, Echo, Luke Cage, because now all of that stuff is canon.
Right.
You could even get into Shang-Chi, even though Shang-Chi
And
is more
Elektra.
mystical. Yeah, thank you, Nina. Yeah, Elektra, Jessica,
Daredevil,
all
Jessica
them.
Jones.
Yeah, you could throw all them motherfuckers in that pot.
I
Then
love Punisher.
Then they're talking about bringing in Mr. Sinister as the main villain for the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like.
Look, and you know, Mr. Sinister was really popularized in the '90s cartoon.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people got hit. He's, you know, if you're not familiar with Mr. Sinister, he's a mutant geneticist, and he think Dr. Frankenstein meets Magneto meets Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
And if they use Kingpin to bring street level, Mr. Sinister to bring in the mutants, and Dr. Doom to bring in the Fantastic Four, I think you could save the entire movie franchise and steer it away from Kang without it being too choppy. But of course, we just nerds on a podcast. You never know what these people, what they're deciding to do. But I just want to go to the panel and ask, in your personal opinion, what direction would you like to see them go? Would you like to see Kingpin be the focal point, or do you have another villain that you think we should point towards to kind of usher in this next phase of the MCU? And that's for anybody.
I mean, Magneto is bae. So there's that.
If you do Magneto, but which Magneto we talking about? Because, you know, Magneto gets humanized later on, and he becomes like an anti-hero. Magneto's Malcolm X. As far as
that's what I said. Malcolm and Martin. Yeah.
You bring Magneto, I'm rooting for that nigga. I always do. I was down for the Brotherhood of Mutants. Fuck this shit. Let's tilt off. Look, Blur's Eye View says stilt man. I don't know. We don't want no.
Stop.
No.
Something else.
Don't say no.
I'm gonna need you to log out, please.
Thank you. Please no toads and none of that bullshit. Even now. Go ahead, Tef.
No, I was gonna say I would actually like to see the Kang storyline be finished Because if it's one thing Marvel has a problem with is wrapping up some of these fucking loose ends.
No,
I really liked the character. I was really interested. I was really invested in the storyline. What happened with Jonathan Majors was unfortunate for the Marvel series, for Marvel going forward. I don't know. I love Vincent D'Onofrio. I do not care about them street level niggas like that though.
Basically, and I get that.
Purple Man and Jessica Jones was great. Luke Cage was great, but
here's the problem. You know who these street level niggas are? Moon Knight, Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Those are that like they're going to do the Midnight Suns. So, like Morbius and all them cats. They are, as a matter of fact, guess what? Most of the series that y'all like are the street level niggas.
Yeah, like Punisher and
right.
I ain't care for Punisher.
I love Punisher.
It's too violent for me.
What?
No such thing.
To me, it was the only Marvel series that seemed a little gratuitous, but I get that that's that character.
That's literally that character.
Which I was like, okay, cool. I love this for his character, but for me as a viewer,
it was too much.
I was like, bitch, am I watching The Boys? The fuck is
this? And you got to think about that. That's what they're competing with. Invincible, The Boys, like
people who do really good storytelling.
Well, I mean,
The Boys.
I'm gonna take what's in the MCU right now. You have Hawkeye the series, which sets up the Young Avengers. Most of the Young Avengers that she recruited are street level. These are not niggas you sitting in the space, not with no bow and arrow. Stop it. I wish you would fire that little shit at a spaceship. Don't embarrass me.
That's basically what Hawkeye did in the first Avengers movie.
We know, but guess where he did? But Teffy, where did he do it? Right here on Earth.
You're right.
If you embarrass yourself at my house, fine. Just don't go nowhere. Firing that little shit.
Don't go nowhere representing.
You know what I mean, Nina? Don't go nowhere firing that little shit nowhere over there.
People know I know you.
Don't try to be embarrassing me in front of all these aliens.
Exactly.
So to your point, street level niggas, I would love to see Kingpin get kind of like the Mayor Kingpin thing, where it gets kind of political. You see him greasing the palms of politicians, and then it turns into like how they're gonna do like World War Cap or whatever the fuck that storyline is supposed to be. New World Order, my bad.
Okay.
Listen, my mom brain mixed a whole bunch of shit together to pull that out.
No, because literally that's what I was trying to get to. A lot of our series are street level stuff. The Skrulls being invaded here on Earth. Think about it. It's prime. You got the Skrull invasion that happened with Secret Invasion, and now everybody on Earth don't trust nobody. They're looking for somebody to lead them. Who better than the Kingpin? And then the Kingpin starts, like you said, colluding with Skrulls and everything. It kind of reminds me of Captain America. When Hydra betrayed Shield, all of that is Earth level threats.
That's fair.
Even Wakanda Forever, Earth level threats. That ain't got nothing. It had nothing to do with the intergalactic.
Big Daddy Moore.
Sorry.
See, get your pussy under control. That's what's wrong. Atlantis ain't the only thing wet right now. God damn it.
Okay, no, it's dear no more.
Jesus.
And guess what? Even with the Eternals ended with Blade and Black Knight. Street level cats.
Racist.
So they Black Canigga.
It was the Knights.
So I mean, get used to the street level theme. Falcon ain't no nigga you taking in space. These are not
parents had a real good day.
Y'all gonna leave Clarence and his parents alone. They work hard to provide.
He ain't got no super soldier serum. That's a nigga in a suit with wings.
Listen,
good as it's
the
gonna
nigga
get.
with the super soldier serum is white and not wrapped too tight. Amen.
So, and if they get to the Thunderbolts at some point, then I think they're trying to establish this timeline thing, which is the greater, grander scheme on the back end. I just don't understand how they're doing both simultaneously and it'll all come. But when we first started seeing the MCU and they started with Iron Man and they built the Avengers and then they went into Wakanda and then Vibranium got introduced and then it all culminated into Asgard. I mean, remember they established Asgard, Wakanda, street level stuff all within the entire first from Iron Man to Endgame. They established a lot. It just does not I think because there was, and even then, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts, even now I felt like they were doing too much because they have so many Disney Plus series, so they have so much going on. But let's not forget, during that original first phase they had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was doing the exact same thing these series are doing. They're tying in things in between the movies. You watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it flowed right along with the MCU. It's just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on steroids.
Yeah.
With a bunch of people that we don't give a fuck about. Because of all the superheroes you make a series of, Echo? My nigga, that's where we went. Like Echo. But then it makes sense because they're trying to
hated Kate Bishop. They said the bitch was annoying. They wasn't finna give her another show.
No kids, Bishop.
Because there's too many other good superheroes. Don't nobody give a damn about these G-list. Like, come on, these are Tubi level superheroes.
As in to be watched later.
Jack, prior to Disney Plus and the MCU, did you know who Echo was?
No.
Exactly.
Did y'all know who Moon Knight was?
I knew who Moon. But see, again, I'm a comic book nerd, so yeah, I knew who Moon Knight was. I did not know who Echo was. But I knew who Moon Knight was. I mean, you could take a couple of other people who they've done the Disney Plus series of. Damn, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank now of all time.
Wanda, Loki.
Wanda and Loki are like staple characters in other people's stories. That's what it is. They're like, Wanda and Petrov was just the Magneto's kids. You know what I mean? And she didn't really get her shine until House of M. And even then, it was just the crazy bitch that fucked up the mutants. No, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's literally how comic book fans took it. Like, we always knew Wanda Maximoff was like a mega level threat, but much like Iron Man was a D-list superhero before Marvel made him the first movie, we were like, of all the first movies, Iron Man, why? But now he's one of the most popular. I'm not saying that you can't take a little known property and boost it up,
right?
But Falcon, my nigga, he's a sidekick.
You gonna stop playing with Clarence?
Falcon is a sidekick. Echo is an afterthought. Black Widow in that entire run. The fact that Taskmaster was in it, and now, like, what do you do with Taskmaster? Because
I did not agree with the direction they took that character at all. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But see, for me, for somebody that like never read any of the comics or whatever, and is watching this whole thing play out purely from an entertainment standpoint, when they did the original things with the Iron Man and this and that, and then they did like a show here, and then like it kind of made sense. It seems like now, because they were like, now they're just throwing stuff out there because they created something that was really good and really and went really well. And now they're like, okay, well, let's just try this character and we can tie it in this way. But like, so now you've just got like all these series. So no, I was not rushing for Echo because like it's just another one. Like
not
What?
enough. And enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the coward.
Not once they started. Go ahead, Taff, because I know.
No, also the problem is like because the results have been so mixed, you don't know which ones are worthy of investing in until they have like flopped in a way. And you'd be like, oh damn, that really was good. This one I should have given my attention to, not the other one I gave my attention to. But it's hard to know that. And you're just like, I am not going to keep investing in media that I don't know is going to pay off.
Right.
And even when we got into like the Miss Marvels, like I still to this day have not seen the Miss Marvel.
I love her. Her character is great. Her story is great. It was a little young for me. Like it gave like Disney after school. Like it gave like,
I'm Miss Marvel, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Right, like a little bit. It really did, and I was like, they changed her background a little bit, which I didn't totally agree with. But overall, the character is great. The story itself is still really good, and I was just like, oh okay, but like,
but to me, and mind you, it could just be me. Echo, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, fucking Hawkeye, the Falcon.
Really upset about Hawkeye.
They get, but yo, because they get Marvel series over people like Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we fucking serious right now? We can't get in like, and I don't want to say the X-Men because there's a lot of heroes and like you have to bring in the X-Men to do all that. So I get that limits how much you can do, but like there's more than a handful of other heroes that you can get into that isn't like these sidekicks and these offshoot people. Like even with Punisher and Luke Cage, like Netflix did that, but yeah, integrate them. I would have greenlit Luke Cage season 3 before I would have did Echo.
Which is what I thought they were gonna do. I was actually really disappointed to see they weren't really gonna do anything with those characters outside of whatever is rumored to happen in Deadpool.
Like, how do we not have Beta Ray Bill?
Yeah.
In the MCU,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm surprised he wasn't in the last one. Like,
we didn't have Thor has more movies in the MCU than anybody fucking else, and nobody brought in Beta Ray Bill yet.
Yeah.
But y'all niggas was laughing at them screaming ass goats.
I ain't gonna lie, let's go.
I'm mad that he's still laughing at this.
Right, look at him.
How you got the Nova Corps? How do you have the Nova Corps and nobody's talked about Richard Rider yet? You don't have
Bro, we've been begging for my guy since the beginning.
So again,
they actually had him and cut him out.
Right.
Oh yeah, they did. They did end up. So I'm kind of verklempt because I get it. Other properties have handled certain things. Yeah, Yiddish.
Okay.
Drop a little.
But
Yiddish
you couldn't say Maslany.
What?
You literally rewound. You hit rewind in real life.
I just said it. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah,
I'm deceased.
So I you know, at the end of the day, I get shit. We got Shang-Chi before we got a good Iron Fist.
I wish they would swap those two characters out. Like swap out Iron Fist, put Shang-Chi in the fucking Defenders.
Yeah, but that's not what the Defender, you know.
But I'm saying then we ain't gotta like necessarily rush to reintroduce that character because we sure as fuck not accepting that actor back.
Oh, so wait a minute, hold on. Why? What did he do?
The bull from Iron Fist.
What did he do? I don't remember.
other than exactly, he did a badass fucking job.
He was like, that's the entire point.
My point exactly.
This nigga slid in the back door consensually, consensually, of course.
Hey.
Y'all still talking about them dry behind characters?
Not him coming
All right,
in
I'm gonna say it since everybody else is afraid to say it. You know why they put Echo, why they made Falcon, why they did
diversity hires.
Yup. They were like, hey, it's cool. Let's put some blacks in it. Let's put some browns in it. And
they
they
picked the wrong Browns.
No.
Yeah, you could have put Blade in that joint.
Hold on, Jay. I actually want to tap on that, what you just said. I thought it was very interesting at the end of What If when they introduced the new Native American character that they said, again, thank you to the whatever tribe it was that helped them and consulted. And then they did the same thing with Echo. I said, they're doing a lot of consulting over there with them Native Americans, goddammit. And it because they're trying to infuse new audiences and diversity hires into the MCU. Watch. Think about this. Echo covered all the bases. She's deaf, handicapped, and Native American, and might be Latin American. Like they was just like put all the marginalized shit.
And wait,
She
don't
gay.
forget, they tried to play it off a little bit because they gave her the she could be a lesbian vibe.
Yeah. Welcome to the
say I'm lying, because whenever they do that, they give her the trope. They give the lesbian, bad girl trope where she's always frowning. She don't know how to emote. She's quiet. She keeps to herself.
She wears
a lot of leather,
past, but doesn't want to tell you about it.
But if she was a nigga,
And has a goofy male friend.
He was gay.
She always has a goofy male sidekick that's the butt of every joke.
And that tank
that's
top was
what
tight.
Biscuits was. Like,
Her cousin Biscuits.
Not the list.
I thought you said y'all wasn't doing spoilers, nigga. I'm finna log off.
I'm sorry, but Biscuits. No, but this is.
you see Biscuits like the first 5 or 10 minutes of like.
I'm just saying, Biscuits with his tank top was through the whole thing.
Biscuits
with his little dog.
If she was a nigga, y'all would not care. Nobody would.
No, I'd say the same thing. Look, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of these dry POC stories. Like,
still got white people writing them.
Bring back Red Skull and Nazis. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I mean,
for the story of Marvel.
For the story.
Hold on, for the story of
Hear me out.
Silence for me.
Hear me out. Tell me you wouldn't be hype if Red Skull showed up and get ready to kick somebody behind.
I'd be so annoyed.
If
That
Red
to me
Skull
would be bad
isn't in,
storytelling.
what better racist is there to have to fight Clarence as the new Captain America than Red Skull? That's good old fashioned racism right there.
Actually, bring all the minorities to beat his ass, and I'll be fine with it.
No. I want a story about Red Skull, either a movie or a short series. How he ended up, like what went on after he got pulled into the Tesseract.
Oh. That could be
because he then became a guardian.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So
Yeah.
what if?
And he had powers, but they didn't show what it is. And Cap showed up and met him because he had to return the stones at the end of Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what went down because Cap, after all that, was like, I can't wait to take these stones back. Red Skull? Because remember, he doesn't know Red Skull's there.
Well, I still want to know, like, at the end of the What If series, season 2, they alluded that the zombie Scarlet Witch would become a factor in the regular MCU. I mean, right now, as it stands, there's so many loose ends, like Jason said. Loki's a goddamn god. Like, he's literally, I guess, I want to say the god of the timeline.
The god of stories.
He's the god of time now.
Look, that god of confusion is what I believe, because it's too much going on. because now with all of this,
too much.
no, because here's my problem with all of it's too much shit not addressing the timelines. Like Echo doesn't do anything but lead into the street level stuff, but that ain't got they ain't giving me no answers about this
Echo
timeline shit.
brought nothing to the overall story.
Right.
There's nothing, and they did that on purpose. That's why they created Spotlight, because they're trying to get people to follow the new stuff, because a lot of the non-comic book fans are overwhelmed because they're like, oh, does that mean I got to go back and watch this and go back and watch this? So all the shows that are now going under Spotlight are going to be like one-off that may have an appearance of a character from the overall Marvel sagas, but it will not tie directly to any of the sagas.
So wait, Jason, hold on, break that down to me, nigga. What's Spotlight?
Okay, they just did I guess it's been like 6 months now. They did like D23 where they, talk about all the new Marvel stuff and all that. And then one of the things that they're creating is they're not going to be doing any more Disney Plus like TV shows.
Yeah, they did say that.
What they're going to be doing, they created this segment now called Spotlight, and that's what Echo's under. Spotlight is literally like a TV show. It may not be a whole season. It may be 5 episodes or 3 episodes, like how they did Werewolf by Night.
Okay.
And how they did Echo. They're going to be these short in anime. They're OVAs pretty much. They're like little mini.
I would
series.
prefer that because it'll take less time to shoot. You can get to the crux of what the fuck going on, and at the end of the day, we can cut through the bullshit.
And they messed up Echo anyway, because she has powers similar to Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they totally just
what the
like,
fuck is this? Oh wait, don't
this
spoil it.
Ancient
Don't spoil
spirit. What is this ancient spirit mum Rob bulls?
This bitch is Ang all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, did you notice they've done this? Disney has done this a lot. They can never. That's how Rey got her powers. They tried to cut it out. The original cut of, was it Force Away? Not with the last one.
Listen, Jason,
whatever that crap one was.
By the time
at the end, when she meets Palpatine, the spirits of all the Jedi were supposed to come together and give her the heebie-jeebies.
Force works.
No, they don't give her powers.
No, they don't give her powers. They help her.
They were gonna do the same thing that they did with Echo. They're gonna do it. They're gonna give her.
But my problem with Echo is it's totally not her power set. I was like, what in the fuck is going? Like, look, I was so tired of that Navajo. By the time that shit was over,
You know that's a wrestler, right? That was a wrestler from like the 90s. Ask Smoke about it.
Look,
she was in his league, in his wrestling league.
I enjoyed Echo. The ending left much to be desired, and I always feel like they play up the ethnicity more than the character sometimes.
That is the gimmick with all this stuff.
That online.
And here's the thing.
They play up their ethnicity like almost to the point of it being like a caricature,
right?
And not like focusing on making them actual real characters.
Right.
They're
But
just
that's the difference. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. That's the difference with real representation and what people are calling this woke stuff. Because when they make a character that's like here's a gay character. All right, what's their personality? Oh, they're gay. Oh, here's a black character. What's his personality? They're black.
But that's the difference between people who have a right to be telling those stories and those who don't. Because look at Wakanda Forever. That was not exploitative and like overly black. It just was what it was. But that's because they had black storytellers telling a black superhero story.
I still think they should have recast.
I agree.
But they do that with every other superhero.
But
even Hulk got recasted during the MCU. Like,
but I think to Teffy's point, it's about the subtleties. Like You do not have to hit us over the head with ethnicity for us to know that it's diverse. A lot of times, like I felt like Shang-Chi wasn't over the top with the ethnic shit.
No, it was it had culture in the story.
But they also had I think they also had Asian people writing the story.
Right.
Which helped. It's not white people looking to play it up.
Yeah,
Play up an ethnicity. It's
every
people from that cultural background
like-
telling a relevant story with a relevant cultural aspect to it.
You like the story, my nigga?
If white people, hold on.
Like there's
If white people would have wrote Shang-Chi, every time he would have arrived through the door, a gong would have went off.
Right.
or he would have said so sorry. And like
and
it would've been
at
a
the end of
common
every
honey
fight,
hot.
are we going to go get ramen? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. But go ahead, Jack.
But like, can we now just admit the fact that there is an actual difference of this woke pandering that they're creating?
So
I mean, how many times are they gonna make the same crap movies or shows and then just be like, it's black, you know?
Let's get an answer
But
to your
like
question.
Miss Marvel did it and it was really well.
There's times when it's done well and times when it isn't. Same thing with comic books. Based on the writer, you can tell the direction that something goes in. There was a viral video where a guy went to some university and he wrote on a chalkboard, "There's only two genders." And he sat it in front of the school and he said, you know, anybody can come down and willfully debate us. We're doing a social experiment. All these white people came down the steps
And yelled, bro.
and they were like, we think that you are spewing hate speech and that you're hurting the students inside. He said, you cannot agree with what I'm saying, but I'm not hurting anybody with my words. We can engage in willful debate if you want. And I know that's this is not me to say whether I agree or disagree with the statement, but people are allowed to say shit that you don't like, and it may hurt your feelings, but it is not a willful attack against you. You can go ahead on and either debate them, walk away, flip them the bird, tell them to go fuck themselves. If there's nothing physical, they haven't physically harmed you. My point to that was you had these, and I want to say liberal white people arguing with other conservative white people, telling the conservative white people, we don't think that you're the kind of person that should be having this kind of conversation. And he was like, why? He was like, well, because you're a white man. And he was like, you're a white man. And it was white people debating why white people shouldn't be or should be doing shit. And nobody from the represented demographic was anywhere near the motherfucker.
Because it ain't about us.
Right.
And to that point, what gets my goat is when I don't mind when we have white allies. I love that. I genuinely love that. Also, sometimes I feel like some white allies cape so hard and do so much to prove I'm an ally that it becomes pandering. It becomes a caricature of what you think we want instead of genuinely being you. And that is what Marvel is doing. Marvel is giving a caricature of what they think diversity looks like, what we think these cultures want. How about this? Fuck giving me a character that I couldn't give two shits about named Echo and just hire nothing but that tribe on the set as writers, as directors, and let them tell the story.
But before we even do that, because I'm also partially against that too. Of the Daredevil series, they're going to give 18 episodes because Daredevil is a legacy character with a successful series.
Walking down hallways, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but he gave you the best fight scenes we've seen in Marvel.
I'm sorry, Daredevil is the best series of any Marvel.
I swear to God, this nigga walked down another fucking hallway.
No, I want him to walk down. I want every episode to be a hallway scene of him beating up people, breaking bones, and I don't want him to sit there and be I don't
and then go to court like, sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm tired. Look, that Hawkeye wasn't even the Hawkeye show. That was the Kate Bishop show. And they were gonna do that with Blade. Did you know that was the storyline for Blade? It wasn't gonna be about Blade. He was a secondary character. He was gonna have a daughter, and his daughter was gonna be the main character.
Yeah.
This is that stuff that we're talking about. That I'm talking about.
Like Ironheart.
Yeah, like
I did not want to. I don't give a fuck about an Ironheart.
Get rid of Ironheart. Let's do a Rhodey story. You got him right there. What? And that checks off boxes for you.
I just want to know
a thing for him.
Yeah, Armor Wars.
And he's supposed to be in the New World Order. He's supposed to.
I just want them to explain how he went from light.
But how about we not make these crap shows and jump straight to the good stuff?
Yeah, that's what. That's my point.
To the good part.
Yeah.
I done got a Hawkeye, a Echo, a Secret Invasion.
That wasn't even a Hawkeye story.
The Kate Bishop.
Trash ass Secret Invasion.
That was the Kate Bishop show.
The Kate Bishop.
Hawkeye was the comedy relief in his own show.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm fucking Hawkeye.
and like they have so many things that they dropped the ball on. Like after that Thor Ragnarok, they could have easily done what's his name? Beta Ray storyline. They could have put Beta Ray. Here's what they could have done. Since they dropped the ball on putting Adam Warlock in the Infinity Saga, and then they give you this dry Adam Warlock, they could have got rid of that. And instead of Adam Warlock being the unknown known hero, possibly villain, it could have been Beta Ray Bill because they were already in space. He could have sensed they could have ran into each other, and then but check it out. Thor could have gave him Stormbreaker because it's his anyway. And then like after that, boom, Thor could have left or did whatever he wanted to do. And then they got, the Guardians got Beta Ray Bill on their squad.
Listen,
there's
so much.
And don't hire people just because it fits a checkbox either. I'm so tired of them hiring black and brown just to hire for the black and brown. Make them comic book fans. Like, that's why Jon Favreau was killing it when he was running stuff, because he was a nerd. He already knew what he wanted. Like, he knew what the source material was. The fact that, what's his name? Elbow Taikiki, whatever.
Taika Waititi, nigga.
The fact that he came out and said that he only read one Thor comic and didn't care about the movie because he just wanted the cred of doing a Marvel movie and getting that Disney bag.
Well, again, when you have people who do not love the source material, when you have people who are just in it for the bag, that's the kind of there's a reason why Thor has had
you get what you pay for.
More shitty movies than good movies, and it's got the long. I think what do we up to four Thor movies?
Yeah,
yeah, with a fifth one on the way.
Yep,
you're lying to me.
No, they're doing a fifth movie.
But the thing that was stated was Chris Hemsworth said he wouldn't come back unless they did a serious Thor movie, because he's tired of being a joke.
Yeah.
Because that's not Thor.
Right.
Not.
When have you read a Thor comic where Thor was just being goofy like that?
He didn't get good until he stopped taking himself so seriously.
Listen, the end of Ragnarok, when he went the fuck off.
That was hot.
That
I wanted more of that.
Yeah.
Come on, he had some of the best appearances in the MCU.
Some of the best character development, to be honest. He's got one of the better storylines.
But no, think about his appearances. Like when he showed up in Infinity War, everybody was hype. Like when Wakanda was like,
yeah,
we don't know what to do. All of a sudden it was like, boom, I got a raccoon in a tree. Let's go. Like,
yo, a nigga arrive out of nowhere with a raccoon in a tree. bro. You know,
A
what I
raccoon
mean?
with a gun, by the way.
Right.
It's outrageous.
and a teenage tree.
Right.
Yeah, adolescent. Yeah.
He was going through teenage angst. Like,
full of sap and teenage angst. Young, dumb, and full of sap. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking love it. I mean, yeah, I feel like we've gotten so far away from the source material that we love. Also, you don't and like Phoenix and Tuffy said before, they didn't need to be comic book fans to enjoy that first initial phases of the MCU. And there wasn't this honestly, it's fatiguing, the overconsumption of content that they keep putting out, because now I got FOMO. If I miss this series, what am I gonna miss for the movie? Do I gotta watch all of this shit? Like,
yeah.
But that's what I said. I was
here's
like,
the thing,
nah,
they
I'm
give you a
taking
bunch,
media
but it's not
break.
quality.
Exactly, but that's what I said. I'm taking a media break because like half of what you watch ain't good. And to be honest, I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't owe you my fucking allegiance or my goddamn dollars. I'll get to it when I fucking get to it if I fucking feel like it.
Which is fucked up for us as content creators, because there's an expiration date on content.
Right.
If you're not one of the first ones to talk about it, or if you didn't already pre-screen it, it's hard to keep up for us. As I'm just saying, for us particularly as content creators. So it's almost like we're binge watching. Think about, take your top 5 source materials that's out right now: Marvel, DC, Star Wars, everything Kirkland is doing, right? And give me one more. I don't know.
And all the live action though, all of those are dry as hell.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or take like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, any one of them.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Game of
dry, all dry.
Just put them 5 up there and think about all the content ecosystem that surrounds all of that shit.
Yep.
All it you got.
But here's the thing: how many of them are good?
But wait a minute, hold on. We're gonna get to you got movies, you got miniseries, you have regular series, you have one shots, you have fucking tie-ins with other shit that you gotta go watch that, then come back. And then to Jason's point, how many of it is actually quality?
I miss the days when they would work on like a movie a year, and the hype up for it made it like an event. When we were going to see them in their heyday, like in the Infinity Saga itself, the Marvel movies were a Marvel event. They would focus on just that. They put all their best animators on there, their best, effects people, the best writers. Everybody would come together on that. And boom, you'd get a solid movie. Once they started like piling stuff on, they started spreading everybody thin.
Well, Eyes tired, boss. Eyes powerful tired. And I think as good, and Echo was good for what it was, but at the end of the day, we didn't need it. And you could have devoted that time to something that I actually gave a fuck about. And that's just me personally. And I'm not saying that like somebody else doesn't care, but nobody would have missed an Echo series.
Yeah.
Echo literally wasn't even the main villain when you introduced her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they even make it? Who was like, we should do an Echo series?
Yeah.
We were like the chick that showed up for like 15 minutes.
I'm so confused.
She wasn't even that awesome in the moment she was in the Kate Bishop show.
But to that point, like even now, like I think an Agatha movie will be more interesting because she was at least a central villain.
Yeah,
and she had a personality.
Yeah, and we got more screen time with her. It was Agatha all along. That's how you
she got a whole episode.
She had a whole song that was a #1 seller or downloader on iTunes.
But that's my point. You established the character that people may not have been familiar with before, made her popular within the series, and then said, "Okay, now we'll do one of." Who the fuck was like, yes, Echo.
Not a single person said, I need to see more Echo.
Echo, yeah.
Right.
No one said that. No one said that.
I can't believe. And I want to know if who did it. If somebody did say who said that, so we slapped Shav.
No,
right.
I wasn't disinterested in seeing more of the character. I just was like, not a whole series. I wasn't ready for a whole series.
She could have showed up in another show or something.
Yes,
For like an episode.
She could have showed up in fucking Coven of Chaos, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, this bitch is here. What's going on?"
You know what Echo is like. Who
Shut
was
your
that
ass up, Lamont. I love.
Who was the one that She-Hulk kept fighting?
Titania.
Oh, Titania.
Hey, that's like Titania getting her own series.
Except Titania had more screen time. And they irked me too much. I enjoyed bits of She-Hulk, but overall it irked me, especially the end.
I felt like Titania.
Why did they show
good like short web series because she was a nice, funny like Paris Hilton ripoff.
My thing that irked me that they kept doing through every episode is that she could change back and forth.
She couldn't change back and forth.
No, she doesn't do that.
She does not do. Yeah, she chooses not to. In the comics, she's just Green Jen.
Right. Oh yeah. She chooses. That's right. Yeah. Hold on. You're absolutely fucking right.
But they did that for budgetary reasons. And probably because Tatiana Maslany was like, what you're not finna do is not pay me because niggas not seeing my face.
Well, you always say
and that's a big thing in superhero movies that a lot of actors try and get written into. They always want their face shown. That's why superheroes in their movies always reveal their faces at the end of the movie and all that stuff. They always make sure you get screen time with their faces.
Chris, it's interesting that you said that because Echo actually became a love interest of Daredevil.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying. Like, if I thought they were gonna bring her back in there, not give her her own series, that made more sense to me.
And again, you got to bring in Daredevil to make it interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he came in for a commercial break.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Hey y'all remember me? All right, watch the show." Like,
was it name from South Park? And he's going.
Yeah, that is. And honestly, you can
switch you every time.
You can fast forward to that fight, the train scene, and the end. You can watch episodes 1, 3, and 5.
You don't even need the end.
Damn. You need you need the Easter egg at the end of it. And we're doing no spoilers, so don't say nothing. But you need that Easter egg.
Ugh, golly.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know that's our time. We get ready to wrap up here. I said I wasn't going to kill us tonight. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Rich, for sliding into the back and being like, "Fuck that show." Jason, real quick, let everybody know what you got going on and where everybody can follow and support you.
Yeah, go and check out j1studios.com where we have all the news and reviews and stuff. I gotta post up a couple of reviews, and we have a couple games in development. Some I cannot talk about at this time, but yeah, hopefully I get to talk about it soon. Because it's fire, but I don't care.
Jay always got something dope on the horizon. Shaq, talk to him.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite anime alcoholic. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter because I ain't got time for TikTok. Instagram is private, Twitter is public. Holla at your boy. Drink responsibly, bitches.
LJ?
Yeah, I'm LJ Phoenix. I ain't doing shit on social media, so there's no point. And a bitch is back. Hey.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Taffy Wonder, we got multiple complaints that said that they have not heard you talk about your perks.
Oh.
Multiple weeks. So
we was on for like 5 hours last week. A bitch had to go.
Listen, we did, like I said, in the last 3 episodes, we have done over 11 hours of content. Jesus. It's a morning show. It's a part-time fucking
Right.
job. That's
Run
it.
this bitch at 8 o'clock when niggas is on their way to work.
Yo, it would be nice if StreamYard let us do that much time. It let us, even StreamYard was like, this is too long. You niggas is tripping. But Tuffy Wonder, let everybody know where they can follow and support and give them the goodbyes.
Oh my goodness. All right. So make sure y'all follow Head Nerds in Charge everywhere. We in this thing. Listen, from when we show up to when we leave, because God only knows what time it's gonna be. Amen. You can follow you can follow me at Tuffy Wonder over on my Instagram, TikTok, where I am the most active. If you want, you can follow me on my Facebook page at Tuffy Wonder the Mocha Mermaid. I love y'all, and please, for my personal Facebook page, that's my purse. I don't know you.
Let's rumble.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Listen, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy King Kurt live, and guess what? We did it under 3 hours just for y'all. Yes. Listen, we'll be back next Wednesday with more dope, black, nerdy goodness. Hopefully, we'll get Jay Rich back into the building because I just like when he rants about the shit he doesn't like. And of course, happy to have LJ Phoenix, my man Shaq, Nina Renee, Foxy Roxy, and as always, Tuffy Wonder and King Kurt Live will be here regardless to give you all your nerdy kicks. All right, y'all. See y'all next Wednesday.